Live League Game of the Day, featuring the Red James 5 as Andy versus Hunch as Andy.
Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Semi-original guy here, aka Mr. Cannon from Advanced Wars by Web, bringing you another Live League Game of the Day. Today, folks, we are back. I have been gone for a little while, folks, due to some illnesses and some personal things that have been going on. Some unfortunate things. But that's all over now, folks. That is all over. We are back in the Live League. And what a flippin' day to come back, folks, because what do I see when I am scrolling through the Live League than none other than one of my personal favorite Live League players here, Mr. The Red James 5 versus another one of my personal favorite Live League players, Mr. Hunch himself, folks. We got ourselves a flippin' game here today. The Red James 5 versus Hunch on Celeste, and we also have ourselves an Andy mirror, folks. The boy wonder of Advanced Wars, indeed. This is going to be an absolutely wonderful map. Wonderful game. Celeste is known for recons, folks. I don't know if you guys know that or not, but it's definitely known for some reconnaissance in the early games. Whether or not we're going to be seeing some reconnaissance is a completely other story, folks. But as you can see here, Celeste is your standard strong side versus weak side dynamic here, folks, with the strong side and weak sides mirrored in an X formation. Now, we also have the comm tower here, which is very easy to get because this is a triple base airport and comm tower supported matchup here today, folks. Comm towers, very easy to get. You don't really have to worry about them too much. You're basically guaranteed to get them because they do fall on your strong side. And if you can't get the comm tower on your strong side, well, I don't know if I can help you there, folks. I don't know if I can help you. You might have to watch some Humita's beginner tips at that point, but I think you're all going to be fine. I think we're all going to be fine. We're all going to be fine, folks. It's going to be fantastic. But yes, so essentially what we're going to be doing is we are going to be expanding. We're going to be expanding over here to the middle. We're going to be expanding down here. And we're going to be putting pressure down here on the airport. Now, the weak side does have access to an airport, folks. So you are going to be able to build still them big old battle copters. So the battle copters are definitely going to play a role in this battle one way or another, folks. So you do have to watch out for those guys, but they're not the bee's knees on this map, folks. They are definitely strong, but they don't really help out on your strong front very much unless you get the dreaded Wall of Celeste. If you get the dreaded Wall of Celeste, well, then the game is going to be extremely difficult from that point on, folks, because the Wall of Celeste is one of the most dreaded things in Advanced Wars. You don't want the armies to reach east to west, because that is just, it's not really a great time. Not a great time, especially when you have Andy, folks. Andy, you know, it is difficult for Andy to break Andy's wall due to his lack of firepower. So yeah, we don't want that, folks. We don't want that. We want battlecopters. We want some classy medium tanks, and, you know, maybe a bomber. If we get a bomber in here, that would be pretty cool. But yeah, essentially we're going to be attacking over here. Weak side is basically going to be defending this line right here. Might be able to snag this city if they're lucky, you know, depending on how your opponent sort of manipulates their units. But more or less, you know, yeah, that's what it's going to be. That's what it's going to be, folks. And I got nothing else to say about it. So without further ado, let's go ahead and see what went down in the Live League today. On the first few days, folks, you all know the deal. It is the standard infantry builds. because you got to get the infantry on the field, folks. It is the #1 priority in Advance Wars by Web. #2 priority in Advance Wars by Web, folks. Make sure you like and subscribe to the channel for all that hot live league action. Now, I'm very curious to see how these two players are going to play out Celeste, because Celeste is a very popular map. Lots of fantastic games have been played on Celeste, folks. This is like one of those... it's one of those maps, you know. It's like a Caustic Finale tier map. This is definitely one of the best ones out there. I wouldn't necessarily say it's one of my personal favorite best ones, but it is one of the best ones. So lots of fantastic games on the old Celeste, folks. So if you're ever wondering how to play Celeste, well, there's lots of study material. So definitely go check it out, folks. Now, I'm very curious to see how good Hunch has gotten over the last little while, too, because I haven't watched Hunch in a little while. Last time I watched Hunch, he was being defeated by some people that were pretty good. But he's up in the 1300s right now, folks. The theredjames5. He's 12 of 63 total rating right now, but he's been absent from the grind for the last little while, folks. So I think he's definitely... could be potentially rated much higher than that, folks. But as we see here, we do have the early recon build. It is on the field and is ready to go, as we can see here. Now, the only response that we have to this recon right now is the recon is basically forcing a tank buy right now, because if you don't buy a tank out of this position right here, you need to have a tank right here. If you don't, the recon is going to be able to deny the airport long term. It's going to be able to deny it long term because it will be able to full KO the infantry after 2 attacks. Same with this one over here. This guy's going to be able to move here and he'll be able to move there. So Hunch is forced to buy a tank out of here, and theredjames5 is forced to build a tank out of here. Like, I'm pretty sure that they know this. So it's not really rocket appliances or anything, if you know what I mean, Canadian folks out there. But yeah, we're going to be needing a tank. If we don't get the tank, it's going to be a major blunder. There we go, folks. We got the tank. Got the tank on the field. Beautiful. Now, the main reason why you want the tank on the field out of this position is so you can counter the recon. If the recon goes in and attacks right here, you are able to go over here, and I'm pretty sure it's like pretty close to one-shot abilities right here. That's not what we want to be hitting here. We want the damage calculator. That's what we want. Let's see what kind of damage we are actually dealing with here. It's like 85 to 94%. So after you take the counter damage from the infantry, there is actually some potential odds that it will completely destroy the recon. Maybe not, maybe so, but it's definitely going down to 1 regardless. So now both players have to figure out what they want to do with these recons, because you can't go in and attack the airport now with the recon, but you are stuck with a recon. So a recon's got a recon, folks, and that's what it's got to do. You got to send the recon out somewhere. There we go. Hunch, he's got the tank. The tank is on the field now. Beautiful. Okay, so it would appear that Hunch has decided to do something here, folks. Instead of going over here and attacking... oh, my lord. Instead of going over here and attacking this with the recon and just denying this for like a day, he's decided to go over here, which is a very curious move. So it looks like he could potentially go over here. This is actually going to be kind of significant, or could potentially be very significant, because for one thing, he could shift this over here and start the attack on these properties right here, but also he could dive deep down here and start attacking over here and over here. So this recon's got a lot of potential. So we'll see what he decides to do. I'm very curious to see what he decides to do with it, actually. theredjames5, though. It's his turn, and he captures the airport, folks. Boom. Got it. Interesting. Okay. So, once again, he knows that he can't deny the airport long term. So, instead of mimicking what Hunch is doing, he decides to go in and attack this infantry right here, which is very interesting. So that's going to slow the progression of capture by quite a bit over here, especially on the strong side. That will actually guarantee theredjames to get this property right here too, which is kind of nice. That is kind of nice, because this property is pretty hard to get. So that will guarantee a property. You're going to lose a recon, but you guarantee a property. I mean, the recon should probably go down to like 2 HP is what I'm thinking. So, yeah, that's kind of cool. All right, not too bad. Not too bad at all. Let's see what Mr. Hunch decides to do in response. Boom, is going in. He takes the shot. Takes the shot. Folks, the shot has been taken. Oh, my God, this recon. This recon is moving in, folks. He is going in hot. He is almost full shifted over here. And the infantry has moved. Got another tank on the field. More centralized tank this time over here from Hunch. So, very cool. Looks like we're going to be going for some center control. Considering that we have the recon right here in the middle, center control does seem like a fairly good idea. Especially with the fact Red James. He's gonna have to send this tank into the middle. I mean, he doesn't necessarily have to. He could go over here and start harassing these infantry right here, but if he attacks this infantry, there is the potential that his tank can get locked in here, which would not really be a great thing. So I don't know if the Red James wants to do a move like that. Personally, I wouldn't necessarily want to go in for a move like that just because of the threat of being locked in and losing a tank that early for pretty much like not really much benefit. Like, you wouldn't get much benefit from it. So, yeah, go centralize with the tank. I think that's a decent idea. Now it is Hunch's turn. After the Red James 5 has busted out 2 tanks over on the western front here, folks. We got double tank territory. And a 3rd tank coming in. All right. Hunch's got 15k in the bank right now, though, folks. He's going to be able to buy that double tank and the infantry combination here. He manages to attack the infantry. And then goes in with the tank and attacks a free dude, folks. Free dude right here. He has been freely hit, and there's nothing that the Red James can do about it, folks. He has just been smacked up, and he can't do anything about it. All right. All right. Red James. What is he going to do in response to that, folks? He's not the kind of guy that just sits idly by and just allows his units to be beaten up, though. He's definitely a fighter. From what I know about the Red James, he's a fighter. He's not going to allow this to just happen. He goes in and he double taps an infantry, completely eliminating it from the game. Very cool. Builds the battlecopter in response as well. So this is going to allow for a tank to come in here and take a hit here. So he does deny the income. Forces another infantry to go in here and go for the attack. Now, if this infantry goes in for the attack, it's going to be in battlecopter range. So that's going to stop that from even happening right here. So he might eat an attack from this tank, but he's also playing as Andy. So eventually he's going to be able to get those heals back. As long as he can manipulate his units and keep them out of harm's way long enough, hyper upgrade is going to bring that back to full health pretty much, folks. So no worries about that whatsoever, but Hunch also doesn't go in for the attacks, folks. He doesn't go in for the cap or go in for an attack, which is not necessarily too bad. You know, I wouldn't necessarily say that you need to go in for this right now. Sometimes it is a lot better just to build up your forces and then attack with a strong showing. A strong force, if you will. Perhaps even a maximum force. Could go in with a maximum force and just completely obliterate your opponent. Now, some people like to just trickle in there, do a little bit of damage here and there, and just see how it goes. But some people like to end it in one turn, folks. We'll see if Hunch is one of those kinds of people. He might be one of those kinds of people that wants to end it in one turn. I don't know. I don't know, folks. We'll find out. We'll find out. Red James retreats the infantry to go get the heals. Brings both of the tanks over here. I think this is a mistake. This is kind of a mistake. We're bringing the tanks over here. That leaves the infantry vulnerable once again to another tank hit. That's another free dude, folks. That is a free dude. He's going to be so free. It's now day 9. Goes in for the capture. Goes in for 2 more captures right now. Acquiring that income, folks. Hunch sitting at 21,000 funds right now. He's having fun with that money. I'll tell you that much. Ooh. Yeah, he goes in with the tank. It's a free hit. It's a free hit. Now, this guy is technically... I wouldn't necessarily say it's a free hit, but... it's kind of a free... it's not necessarily... okay, it's not necessarily a free hit, but it's a big hit. We're gonna be seeing a big hit over here, folks. It's gonna be grand. Gonna be absolutely grand. Now, what do we do? We cannot stop this capture now, so he's in a little bit of a pickle with that one, folks. A little bit of a pickle. Goes in for the attack. Sets up the line of doom. The legendary wall of Celeste over here. Brings the battlecopter over here, which is out of range of the anti-air, which is nice. That's good. We want to stay out of range of anti-airs, folks. It's not the kind of place that we want to be in. We definitely don't want to be in range of anti-airs. Not the way that it's supposed to go down. All right, it is now day 10, folks. Already day 10. And Hunch has a battlecopter. He's taken a hit with a tank. Pretty significant damage, folks. Not gonna lie. Ends up losing an infantry. And oh, interesting. So he doesn't carry on with the capture. I feel like wouldn't he have been guaranteed to get this capture if he continues? 10 would have been down to 4. If this infantry is destroyed, move, maybe. And it's possible. It's possible it could have been stopped. I don't know. Whatever. So he goes in for a capture with a brand new infantry. I don't know if it's necessarily needed or not, but that's what he decides to do, folks. And it's Live League, and we just do whatever we want to do in Live League because that is the best part about Live League, folks. That is the absolute best part of Live League. Do whatever we want. Oh, and look at that. Just goes in for the attack anyways, folks. The Red James, he cannot be stopped. He cannot be stopped, although I don't really like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Anti-air is in range to hit this right now, and this can be broken. I don't know. Well, it depends on what Red James decides to buy. So it could be broken. I don't know if it will be broken. This infantry can be broken a lot easier with just a double attack right here. And I'll still let this guy go in. Could buy another anti-air at that point. So you use this, take out the battlecopter. That's a lot of firepower gone on this side of the field right now. But Ready McJames is going in over here. This guy is sitting at 9. It's 11 left to go, folks. 11 left to go. Let's see if he manages to get that property, folks. He's trying to flip this property back in his favor too, because it was sniped. It was taken away by Mr. Hunch, and well, the Red James doesn't like that. He doesn't like having his properties taken away. He's not a fan. Yeah, so he's gonna attack that battlecopter, folks. He's going in. He's flipping going in. Oh my god. Okay, this could be interesting. This could be very interesting, folks. So we're going in for an infantry sacrifice, folks. So this is one of those tactics. It's one of the tactics of all time right here, folks. So we know that this guy's probably at full HP. So we are guaranteeing being able to do an extra 2 to 6% damage right now. Now that doesn't really seem like a whole lot, but when you factor in the fact that you need 2 comm towers, 120% firepower in order to guarantee a KO right here. And if you have 1 comm tower, that's 110% firepower, so that means you have a 33% chance to KO a tank on a city. By using the infantry, taking this guy down by a little bit more, like even 2%, 2 to 6%, that can greatly increase your odds of actually being able to KO this tank. So that's what Mr. Hunch is trying to do here, without a doubt. Let's see if it works. We're going in, folks. Boom. Oh, 6-6. 6-6, folks. That's the worst trade you can possibly get. But he gets it. He gets the KO. He gets the KO, folks. And that will allow his anti-air to stay alive, so he doesn't have to buy another one. Oh my god. Oh my god, Mr. Hunch. Mr. Hunch, how did you get so powerful? And he builds the classiest unit in Advanced Wars by Web, folks. Oh my god. So we get a base infantry sacrifice, double tank into tank knockout, plus the classiest unit advances by web in 1 turn. You could not ask for anything better than this, folks. What a great turn. What a great turn indeed. Now he's going to lose a tank in response to that. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Would you just look at this? Would you flippin' look at it? Red James. He does the exact same move, but he is sacrificing the recon, going in for the double. But he doesn't get it. He does not get it. He is not lucky. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. This is actually... It's actually devastating. That is devastating. Oh my god. I don't really know what his plan is here after this, though. He can go up with the anti-air, perhaps. Wait, what is his plan after this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Anti-air can't reach the battlecopter. Is his plan to go in with anti-air to attack this, or does he just want to eliminate the tank? I don't know. I don't know what the plan is. But whatever the plan is, it's failed, folks. It's failed. And Hunch is going to get hyper upgrade, folks. Oh, but the Red James pops hyper upgrade first. Oh my god. Oh, this is a very unfortunate move right here. Hunch, he's got that hyper upgrade right back, folks. That's going to be a 7 HP flipping anti-air. And next turn. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. This is going to be bad. This is going to be a very strong turn, folks. Oh my god. He's going for the flipping airport. Oh my god. Mr. Red James. Mr. Red James. This entire time he's had a plan. He's had a plan this entire time, folks. Oh my god. I cannot believe it. Cannot believe that this is what he was going for the entire time. Hunch. Although, he can stop it. He can stop it with the battlecopter, and he can stop it with the classiest unit in Advance Wars by web. But what is going to be his plan? This is the big question. Let's see. Ooh, Hunch. He's going to pop the super right away. Alright, goes for the battlecopter. Goes for an infantry. Goes for the tanky tank. Double tanky tank. Ooh, goes in with the battlecopter. That's pretty strong. Pretty strong. That's pretty strong, folks. The classiest unit in Advanced by Web has stopped the capture of the airport as the battlecopter moves in. These artillery are getting value. The tanks are moving in. Oh my god. Ah, and he busts out the soil abomination, folks. The smelliest unit in Advanced by Web. It's on the field right now. Oh my god. Absolute filth. So much soap is needed now. But you know, he's got one classy boy on the field, so it balances out. It balances out temporarily, folks. But that's soil abomination, folks. Oh my god. It is definitely stinking up this field right now. And the Red James, he knows it. He has to run. He has to run. He has to get away from the stench, folks. We cannot stand around dealing with such a smell. We can't. We gotta go. Gotta get out of here. It's now day 13, folks. Hunch, he's not done yet. He is absolutely not done. He's moving in with the rest of the units. He does not even care. He has no concerns right now. He's just moving forward. He senses the fear. And he's moving in. He is capitalizing on these attacks from the last turn. But he is almost out of time, folks. He's sitting at 15 seconds left on the clock, which is not a lot of time. For those of you that may not know, 15 seconds is only 15 seconds longer than 0 seconds. And 15 seconds is only as long as 15 seconds. So it's not very long. But he will have 2 minutes and 15 seconds next turn. Red James also only has 2 minutes and 42 seconds. So he's only not really that much farther ahead than Mr. Hunch. Both of these players are basically playing on increment right now, having to think very, very quick on these moves. The Red James, the only thing that he can think of super quick on his feet right now is to bust out the Soiled Abomination. The smelliest unit in Advances by Web is on the field. Perhaps these Soiled Abominations will destroy themselves. Who knows? Who knows, folks? We have absolutely no idea what is going to happen here. But all I know is another infantry has been taken out. We have another anti-air on the field. Artillery has entered the fray, and hunch, capitalizing on almost a 50,000 value lead, has moved the infantry in and has begun capturing properties. And the Soiled Abomination strikes the classiest unit in Advanced Swiss by Web, taking it all the way down to 3. Absolute devastation right now, folks. Oh my god. And Red James 5 moves in, pops the midterm hyper upgrade. What is going to occur? Always stop the capture, folks. He's moving in with the tank. We have a tank on Classy Boy attack right now, folks. Now this is definitely, there is potential for this tank to KO. Oh, and it does. Oh my god. Oh my god. The only thing that was classy in this entire match has been destroyed. And now it is just this soiled, smelly game that involves Neo tanks. Ugh, gross. But it is now Hunch's turn, folks. Hunch with 2 minutes and 8 seconds on the clock. He captures a property, sitting at 25 to 24. Pops the mid-turn, or very early turn hyper upgrade. Not sure if I agree with this one, folks. And the main reason why I don't really agree with this one, well, it really just depends on what Hunch decides to do with his Soiled Abomination. Is he going to attack this? Okay, so he attacks. So this definitely probably could have been a hyper upgrade popped after the attack, so that you can heal after the attack and you could have a fresh HP Soiled Abomination. But I do very much appreciate the fact that these Soiled Abominations are attempting to destroy themselves while they are being used, so that they can just be eliminated from the field a little bit quicker. Now I believe that is probably the play, because also the Distinguished Bomber has entered the fray, folks. He has entered the fray, and the Red James has resigned. He has resigned because he cannot deal with the power that is the Bomber. The Bomber is ready to go. The Bomber is the destroyer of Neo tanks around the world. What a fantastic game. Unfortunately, the Red James 5 was unable to claim victory today, but Hunch, a man who is getting stronger every single day, he is the winner today. So congratulations to Hunch. Red James 5, I am looking forward to seeing your matches in the future. Once you have warmed up, once you have shaken the rust off, everybody must fear the one known as the Red James 5, because he's coming for you. Better watch out. So hopefully you all enjoyed. If you did, consider leaving a like, comment, or subscribe to the channel, folks. I will see you all in the next one. Take care of yourselves, and bye-bye for now.